What is going on, New York Yankee fans? Welcome back to another video here on the Big Blue in the Bronx YouTube channel. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops or a video drops. Appreciate y'all coming back. Share this out. Do all the good stuff. 5 stars on Apple Podcast. We are 2 subscribers away from the 1,800 mark, and then we can focus on 1,900 and eventually 2,000. Also, subscribe to our Patreon, which is in the description. It's kind of replacing our memberships, as we're doing a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff there, or at least planning to, especially when we go down to Bama for the Senior Bowl. A lot of sports articles coming on there, and a lot of other good stuff as well. So $2.99 a month. Subscribe there. It's cheaper than the YouTube membership. So there's been reports out there that the New York Yankees, and they've been looking for a reliever for a little while now. There was reports about Josh Hader. There was reports about this guy and that guy. You know, Wandy Peralta still hasn't been signed. But there was a report out there put out by Hector Gomez that the New York Yankees are interested in Hector Neris. And Neris is a veteran. We're going to go over his stats, his career, talk about how he could potentially fit in the bullpen and whether I would go out there and sign him or not. So Hector Neris, he's about 34 years old, a World Series champion. He also pitched a combined no-hitter in 2022. Oh, that's right. I was there. Fuck me. I just remember that. But anyway, Philadelphia Phillies 2014, 2021, and then the Astros 22 to 23, and is now a free agent. And of course, we will also look up the relief pitcher market for Spot Track just to compare him to what his wants are and, you know, who's also getting those type of contracts. So Neris last year with the Houston Astros, 6-3, 1.71 ERA, 2 saves, 68.1 innings pitched, 77 strikeouts, and a 174 opposing average. The prior year to that, he was 6-4 with the Astros, 3.72 ERA, 205 batting average, a total of 79 strikeouts and 17 walks, and a total of 65 and a thirds innings pitched. And then for one more year of reference, I'll go to 2021 with the Phillies. His last year, 4-7, 3.63 ERA, 74 and a thirds innings pitched, a total of 12 home runs given up, which is career high for him, 32 walks, 98 strikeouts, and 202 batting average. So if you look at the win-loss record throughout Hector Neris' career, it's kind of been a little inconsistent, right? Mostly under the 500 mark, and that's where he stands right now in his career. 3.24 ERA as far as career ERA goes. So he's like in the mid-tier. There are times when he's extremely powerful and times where he's super leaky coming out of the bullpen. But we also have to go to the Baseball Savant stats, which I usually like to look up just as an extra reference for these pitchers and hitters. So let's talk about the fastball, the split finger, the sinker, and the slider, the 4 pitches he does throw. So off of the fastball last year, hitters hit 5 home runs, 153 batting average, a total of 29.1 whiff percentage and 21.5 put-away percentage with 38 strikeouts. Then you move to the split finger, 171 batting average, 30 strikeouts, 1 home run off of that, a 42.2 whiff percentage and 22.9 put-away percentage. Then you move over to the sinker, which is the pitch in terms of the third most frequency, 256 batting average, 8 strikeouts, 1 home run given off of that, a 15.5 put-away percentage, and actually no, 15.5 whiff percentage, 25 put-away percentage. As far as the slider goes, 1 strikeout off of that, total of 43 times that he's thrown that in 2023, 30% whiff percentage and 16.7 put-away percentage. So again, those are the pitches, the stuff he throws, and all that good stuff. So obviously went over the stats. Now let's go over to his fit in the Yankees bullpen. Now, he, for the most of his career, has not been a middle reliever, not a starter. He's mostly like a back-end reliever, a 7th, 8th inning guy. If you need him in the 9th, also possible. And you know what? Why don't we go into the splits as far as innings last year for Mr. Hector Neris? So he had a total of, I think it was 5 games, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 5 games in the 6th inning with a 0 ERA, 4 innings, or I should say 4 times rather in the 6th, 200 batting average, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Those where he got his most work, really the 7th and 8th. 1.91 ERA, 31 games, 28.1 innings pitched there, 155 opposing average, 37 strikeouts and 11 walks. And then the 8th inning, 1.20 ERA, 186 Opposing batting average 30, strikeouts 17, walks, and 30 innings pitched. Maybe I mentioned that before. I apologize for repeating myself. And then 4.5 ERA, 4 times in the ninth. 200 batting average against, 1 walk, 4 Ks, 2 runs given up. So that is the rundown on Hector Neris. And again, once, as I said before, he is a guy that pitches the 7th and 8th inning. Now, how does he fit in? Jonathan Loaisiga, right? He's a bit of a question mark because sometimes he'll pitch the 6th, mostly a 7th, 8th inning guy. He could have been the closer a couple of years ago, but last year with the injury, that hope kind of fell off a cliff. Clay Holmes, who was inconsistent for the first part of 2023 and the latter part of 22, he kind of got his groove back later in the season. So as far as Holmes goes, he's the closer right now. Tommy Kahnle, he was pretty solid last year, had a whole streak, and innings-wise, of where he did not give up a single run. Scott Efros, that is a big question mark because he is coming back from Tommy John surgery. And Cody Petit, a guy they just, I think either signed or acquired. He was with Miami in 2022, which was when he got his last action. So he's going to be competing in there, and he's had some 7th, 8th inning experience in his career. Now, the contract prediction, the wants. Now, Hector Gomez said that Hector Neris is looking for a 3-year, $50 million contract. Now, that's about $17 to $18 million a year, also within the 16 range as well. So if you go off of AAV, Edwin Diaz is the highest rated in terms of AAV, $20 million a year. Then it's Kenley Jensen at 16. Ryan Presley also there, $14 million for Raisel Iglesias, $14 million for Josh Hader. This was, of course, of 2023. It's not, updated 2024 because Josh Hader's a free agent. The Yankees are supposedly interested in him. There's a couple other guys that are free agents as well. So if he wants like a $17, $18 million contract, as of right now, that would probably be the second highest paid reliever contract right now in baseball behind Edwin Diaz. And the question is, right, Hector Neris, has he shown the consistency as a reliever to go out there and basically request the second most paid reliever contract in all of baseball? To me, that doesn't equate. He has not shown that. He doesn't even have an all-star appearance under his belt. Now, guaranteed, he's got a World Series and pitched in a combined no-hitter, but he hasn't had the consistency over the course of his career in terms of all these different things, the ERAs, the win-loss records. All that stuff has not been consistent in his career. And by the way, let's add something else in because I think it's prudent. His playoff stats, right? All with Houston, nothing with Philly. 2-0, 4.40 ERA, 57 batters faced, 17 strikeouts, 14.1 innings pitched, and a total of 4 earned runs. Actually, no, 4 home runs given up, 7 earned runs total. But yeah, those are his playoff stats. I don't think he's worthy. Now, do I think there's potentially a safer value with Hector Neris? Kind of. But if it was at a lower price, I'd say Hector Neris is the safest option. Because to be honest with you guys, if you watch my Josh Hader video, I really don't want either of them. I think the Yankees need to assess something in the bullpen just for, a keepsake, just for a little safety. Because outside of Holmes and Kahnle and some of these other guys, you have a lot of question marks in that bullpen, especially going into spring training. And the Yankees are getting a lot of these, schmuck relievers, to be completely honest with you. Petit, he hasn't done much in his career. Cody Morris hasn't done much in his career. So they're banking a lot on these low-risk, high-reward type guys, but it could be very much a bust if they rely on them too much and don't use them the correct way. But personally, I would not go out and sign Hector Neris at $17 to $18 million a year, even though the average is 16.3 in terms of, you do the math, 50 divided by 3. But even at 16, which pretty much goes right up against Kenley Jensen. Kenley Jensen, all-star closer, and Neris, up at that level, I really don't see a team actually giving him that much money, and it really shouldn't be the Yankees if there is a team that gives him that much money. But also there's been some conflicting reports, to where Jack Curry has said that the Yankees probably aren't going to get him. And also that John Heyman said he doesn't want $50 million over 3 years, and that report is bogus. So Hector Gomez could be right. Hector Gomez could be wrong. Do you guys think that Hector Neris is a fit for the Yankees bullpen? Should they sign him? Should they not sign him? Like, comment, subscribe. Do all the good stuff. Turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops to your drops. Appreciate you coming back. Again, we are 2 subscribers away from the 1,800 mark. Hopefully by the time this premiere hits, we are already there. But again, please hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to get to 2,000 as fast as possible. Peace out, guys. See you later. Stay cool.